Okay guys, so today we're gonna create this kind of drop warp transition effect out of this drop warp effect that is available in free DaVinci Resolve. But if you don't want to learn Fusion with me here and you want to use this transition, you can skip right to the last chapter of this video where I explain how to download it and utilize it.
Nice.
Okay, so without further ado, to create this kind of transition, we're gonna base on the original one that is in Effects, Video Transitions, Drop Warp. So just drag and drop it between clips. This is how it looks originally. Now open it in Fusion.
The answer is hell no.
So select Transition, right click and open in Fusion.
No.
Okay, so this is what you should see. Let me close Inspector for a moment. You should have Media in 1, Media in 2, your Drop Warp effect and Media out. In Fusion you have a double viewer. You can switch between single and double. I prefer to have both because sometimes you want to preview one of the nodes or compare results and so on. So first you need to ungroup this Drop Warp. So right click and ungroup. These are the nodes that are responsible for this drop warp transition, and we need to modify them so it looks as we want. Let's start with the gradient node, which is here. If I want to preview on the left, I just tap 1 on the keyboard. So what I'm gonna modify here is in the inspector, I will only make it transparent. I will make the black color transparent, so I will drag this alpha control to 0. Next, what I'm gonna do is in FastNoise node, let me preview it as well on the left, so tap 1. I will decrease details to the max, which is 10. And I will disable blur. Okay, going to the dissolve node, let me preview it on the left. I'm gonna enable border. So if you compare side by side the whole composition output and the dissolve, it looks like that. So what I want to do is decrease the softness so I see better the border, because we're gonna animate it farther and we're gonna add some particles effect also. So it's better to have a stronger line, a stronger border to work with. Okay, so let's say this is fine. Now, click somewhere on the nodes panel so that none of the nodes is selected. And from the selection tool, so tap Shift Space on the keyboard, you should see a select tool like that. Choose Chroma Keyer and add. Now connect your dissolve output with the yellow triangle and preview it on the left. In the inspector, we're gonna play with some settings. So in color range, open the color range, expand it like that, and I'm gonna modify the luminance control so it show me only the most bright parts of the image. Then in the matte tab, I will decrease the high threshold and I will invert the matte. Okay. I will also increase blur so it looks like this. So this is what Chroma Keyer is doing for us. It shows only the most bright parts of the image. Now with the Chroma Keyer selected, open selection tool again and search for soft glow. Let me preview the soft glow now. It looks quite nice. I will maybe slightly decrease the gain and the glow size. Okay. Now click again on the nodes panel somewhere, and from the selection tool, search for FastNoise, preview it on the left, and in here we're gonna increase contrast to the max, and we're gonna increase scale to somewhere around here, and seed rate so it's moving quite fast. Now again, click somewhere on the nodes panel, and again from the selection tool, add Displace node. and connect it like that. Output of the soft close to the yellow triangle, which is background, and the FastNoise merged over, connected to the green triangle, which is a foreground. And let me preview Displace node right now. Okay. In the inspector, change the type from radial to X and Y, and increase X refraction a bit and Y diffraction a bit. So this is what we got so far. Okay. Now let me move that and scale to the right, and media out also. And let's merge our Displace node over just after the dissolve. So drag the output of the Displace and connect it to the output of the dissolve. It will create automatically a new merge node and merge our FastNoise composition over the dissolve. So now we should see it also in our media out. It looks like that. You can further modify it to your needs. And what I like to do now is add some particles to the image so it looks even more epic and stunning. So click somewhere here on the nodes panel, and from the selection tool, search for pEmiter. Then add pDirectionalForce. Then pTurbulence. And finally, pRender. In pRender, switch from 3D to 2D as an output mode. In pEmiter, go to region and choose bitmap. It will create additional input and feed it with a Displace node like that. Okay, let me preview pRender on the left. And going back to pEmiter, what I'm gonna do is in Style tab, I'm gonna change it the style to blob. And in Controls, I'm gonna increase the numbers to maybe 200. And I'm gonna use color from region. Going back to styles, I'm gonna change the size of my particles so it's visible. Okay, so this is how the particles looks. I will decrease the strength of the pDirectionalForce. Okay. This is how it looks. In pTurbulence, I will increase the strength. And this is basically it. Our particles are ready. So now what we need to do is to merge it to our composition. So let's merge the output of pRender to right after the scale node, like that. And we should see it already in our media out. So this is how it looks. Okay, but we want the particles to disappear at the end. So you can do it, you can animate that in the merge node. So select the merge node, and we're gonna use the blend parameter, right? So right click on the blend parameter and choose modify with AnimCurves. A modifiers tab will be enabled, so open it. And in here, I will choose easing, and I will go for cubic. And you need to check mirror, or maybe I will do it cine. So this is how it looks. I'm gonna correct my FastNoise node. I will increase scale so it's so it gives me more distortion, like that. And maybe in the gradient, let me see. Yeah, Something like that. I've just modified a bit the gradient so it looks like that. You can also change the color of the of these flames, of these particles. In the soft glow node, you can change this color. If you expand the color scale tab, you can, for instance, make it more yellow. So decrease blue, increase red and green, and it's more yellowish. And this is how it looks right now. So yeah, this is how you can create this effect on your own. You can also get it from my Ko-fi page if you want to support me, or you can get it for free by registering in this form. I'll send it to you by mail. And now I'm going to show you how you can implement it without playing with Fusion, and if you don't want to learn Fusion, but you want to use this transition effect. So once you get my Fusion composition, go to Edit page. So first off, just apply the drop warp transition from the effects and open it in Fusion. So right click, open in Fusion. And all you need to do is delete all those nodes. So select them all and tap delete. And from File, import Fusion composition. Choose the Fusion composition I'm going to send you. Open. And go back to the edit page and it should work. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave a comment if you liked it or not. Cheers and see you in the next one.